Hi everyone, we are here in the 5th qualifier of Lisbon Legacy League at Gárgula Gaming. It was a great day. We had 27 players playing today with a great lunch as usual, and we are here with the winner, João Timóteo.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine. Had a pretty interesting tournament. I played against that weird Phyrexian destroyer or something. I call it the Phyrexian Dorito. It looks like a triangle, so it's a Dorito for me. Played against that deck. It was weird because I hadn't seen, I knew it existed, but I hadn't seen any of the lists. But you know, it's a good matchup, so 2-0 there. I lost against you, and that was the only really poor matchup that I got all day.
Nice. So you are part of the organization, as people know, and you qualified again for the finals. You qualified for all the finals. So
Yeah. Usually I just about squeak by at the end. I don't really have a great track record of getting qualified in the first half of the league. Last year I was second to last tournament or something like that. The year before that I got in by points. The year before that I got in by points. The year before that I was 6th. We were only 8th then. So getting there in the first, not the first quarter, but the first third of the tournament is pretty nice.
Yeah, now you can play some new things and try out some new decks and strategies.
I can just come with my 60 island deck that I've been meaning to play for a while.
So, and what did you play today?
Oh, Doomsday. Same thing I played last time, just bug Doomsday. No One Rings. I made a few alterations yesterday, just last minute. I wasn't really happy with how the deck was running. I felt it was missing a few things here and there. One of the alterations that I made was to try out the Lormian Reveal. I didn't really like the card. It was I used it today only as a blue card for Force of Will and to fetch for land when I only had a Lotus Petal in hand. It was fine. I think it was very close to being preordained. I'm still going to try it out some more. I went down to 3 days again. Same thing I had last year, I think. But I did a lot of things different in the removal suite in the sideboard. So 2 bushes, 2 sages. I think that covers just about everything the deck wants to cover. And the mana is a lot less awkward than when you try to go for the base and things like that.
Yeah, so it's a very nice addition to the deck.
Yeah, in general, I had around today against Binks that I basically beat him to death with for 2 each turn with Bowmasters. He didn't really have a great hand and he flooded it on, so weird game. But I put on the Doomsday that I resolved, he was at 4 or 6 or something like that. And the first card in my pile was a Boseiju, so I could destroy his Leyline Bindings to get my shoulder back. So it adds a lot of interactions that that your opponent can't interact with.
Yeah, even the Epic Storm is playing the Boseiju, and it's very nice addition.
Yeah, I was back when I was playing a lot of Storm. I always had Boseijus in the sideboard. I think I did that even before most people were doing it. I think I did. I took the idea of main deck Boseiju in Ant from somebody else. But I really like to have at least 2 of those in the sideboard.
Yeah, it's very good. Very versatile.
The only thing that interacts with it is Stifle, and it's making a comeback in the meta, which is interesting.
A little bit.
Yeah. A lot more decks are playing it as a one-off. There are a lot of triggered abilities, you can stifle the initiative that doesn't show up as much anymore, but you can stifle that. Most of the Reanimator decks are playing Animate Dead instead of Exhume, so you can stifle that trigger as well. You can, even if they do Reanimate, you can stifle it on the trap, say if it's relevant. It tends to be a lot better now than it was a few years ago. It was just unplayable. I was even looking yesterday at some Doomsday lists, and I saw a really weird list of 3 Stifles, 2 Wastelands, and 2 main deck Orcish Bowmasters. So didn't make any sense for me, but kind of funny that even the turbo combo deck is actually trying to play a more grindy game because of the many situations and so on.
Yeah. And what's your opinion about the One Ring in the Doomsday lists?
I haven't tried it yet. I haven't bought I have one ring that is lost somewhere. I don't know where it is, so I haven't been wanting to buy it again. I still need to get another one, but I really don't like playing proxies on cards that I don't intend to buy anytime soon. And I'm still not necessarily convinced. I think you get more action spells, but you also need to play more acceleration for it to make sense. I'm on 4 Dark Rituals, 4 Lotus Petals because of the Veil of Summers. I think I would need to add 1 or 2 Cabal Rituals as well. And it's kind of an awkward card. Granted, like Bowmasters and Shoulders haven't been showing up as much lately, so it might be worth the test. I don't know. I still haven't had the time to really try the anything else in the deck. I haven't built a different deck in months, I think.
Okay. And what about the tournament today? What did you think about it in the meta game today?
The meta game was interesting. It's still it's still very blue, and you have blue decks and unfair decks, and you have the Savannah decks. So the meta has been turning more and more unfair. And the decks that aren't blue and that aren't trying to be unfair, like the Forex and the retail deck that I was talking about, it's not necessarily unfair, even though it technically has a combo, it still has a very fair beatdown plan.
Yeah.
It's getting behind the curve. The meta has been going faster and faster. The more cards that get added, the faster it gets. It's like a lot of decks you've gone back to the old days when Pox was the only deck using Dark Rituals to play, grindy cards instead of combo cards. You're getting back to situations like that, where you're trying to spend card advantage to get tempo advantage. Like the Risk Animator deck, like you've been using reanimate, like the hammer to make a card advantage, but you disrupt your opponent and get advantage. Yeah. You get a lot of that nowadays. Like you have a relatively fair deck, except that it has endoms and reanimates and so on. So it's interesting. I think there is a lot of space to innovate in Legacy still, but I also think that there's a lot of cards that are just keeping the metagame down. I think that things like Beams, Bowmasters, most of the truly unfair combo cards,
Grief as well.
Yeah, have been getting a little, like, Grief could be a thing if it wasn't in a very disruptive blue deck.
Yeah.
I think if we're still just being played in like Death Shadow, which tends to be not a great deck, or being played in a like black-red scam type of thing, it would be fine. But as a piece in like blue-black reanimator, where you have forces, you have dazes, you have all of those ways to recur it beyond just reanimate, you have 4 animate that. It gets really hard to justify a card like that being in the format, but it also, compared to the rest of the power level available in Legacy, it's not beyond what else is there. So
yeah, I agree.
Honestly, I think that of everything, it's like what I said last time, Days really needs to go for the format. I think it's really meta working. I think most of those really fast combo decks that use Days to defend itself, like Doomsday or Risk Animator, will suffer a lot more than just losing Delver. And Delver, even though it's gone down a little bit, or like the Temple decks in general, the Delver to mean everything that's Temple-like, that being always the top deck in the format or close to it is not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So good luck in the finals.
Yeah, thank you.
See you there.
See you there.